Hello, everybody. So this is the podcast for May 6th through 11th. So here we go. What is the equation of a line that passes through this point and has a slope of that? So they didn't specifically state it, but they're wanting you to write it in slope-intercept form. You know this is the slope, so I could fill that in. Negative 1/6 x plus b. Now what I don't know is b, but I do know this x and this y. And lo and behold, I have an x and y. So I'm going to fill in the x and y where they belong and figure out what b is. Remember, that's multiplication that's there. Okay? So the y value is -4 equals negative 1/6 times what x is worth plus b. Okay? -4 is equal to, and when you multiply negative 1/6 times 6, this is over a 1, the 6's cancel because they're diagonal of each other. And you're left with -1/1, which is -1. Another way to envision this is when you multiply fractions, you just multiply straight across. -1 times 6 is -6. 6 times 1 is 6. -6 over 6 is worth -1. Either way, you're getting -1 for this product. -1 plus b. Now you need to solve for b. In order to do that, this has to go away, and we've been practicing this a lot. So you're going to add 1 to both sides. -3, -4 plus 1 is -3 is equal to b. Excuse me, now that's not your final answer. That's what b is worth. So you have to come back and fill in b. So you've got y is equal to -1/6 x plus -3. Or even better, y is equal to -1/6 x minus 3. And that would be your answer. Okay. Just let me grab a drink quick. Get rid of this tickle in my throat. Okay. So, slope. Slope is rise over run. If they give you these 2 points, so there's the rise over run right here. If they give you these 2 points, 2, -3, 5, -3, 5, -3. Okay. Notice that you guys have a horizontal line. Okay. And I think we've been practicing this. How you write the equation of a horizontal line. It only crosses the y, so your equation would be y is equal to -3. So that's just a review. That's the equation of this blue line. Now let's look at the rise over run with this horizontal line. As you go from this point on the left to the point on the right, are you rising? No. So your rise is 0, but your run is 3. And if you need to, type it in your calculator. That's worth 0. Okay? So the slope of any horizontal line, not much of a z, horizontal line, is always has a slope of 0. Always. Because you're not rising, but you are running. Okay? Now let's check out this one. 5, -3. So there's there. 5, -6. So this is a vertical line. Remember, for vertical lines, they're only crossing the x, so they only have the x, and the x value where it's crossing is 5. So that's the equation of the vertical line. Now let's look at rise over run. From the lower point to the upper point, you're rising 1, 2, 3. But you're running nothing. And you cannot divide by 0. If you type this in your calculator, it's going to tell you error. That's not what you write for the slope. The slope is called undefined. Oops, not undefined, undefined. Okay? Because you can't divide by 0. So the slope of any vertical line is m is equal to undefined. We should just abbreviate it UNDF. So when they give you this equation, right, what is the equation of line that passes through 8, -2, 8, -2, and has an undefined slope? So an undefined slope, remember, rise over run, it means you are rising, but you're not running. Or you're rising, but you're not running. So from this point, rise whatever amount you want, but don't run. That's going to create a vertical line. So an undefined slope tells you the thing is vertical. And they want the equation for it, and it's only crossing the x. Where is it crossing? 7. Ugh, I drew it in the wrong spot. 8, -2. Sorry about that. Where is it crossing? It's crossing at 8. Okay. Now you don't have to graph this to see it. All you have to do is look at this xy coordinate. The equation is x is equal to some number because it only crosses the x. That's how you write a vertical line. Well, what's the x value? 8. There's your equation. Okay. Slope is 0. So then you go, okay, rise over run. It means you're not rising, but you are running because that's worth 0. Okay. You also just need to memorize this thing is a horizontal line. It's a horizontal line through this point, 4, 7. It's a horizontal line. And notice what axis it crosses. It only crosses the y. So the equation of that line is y is equal to some number. It only has the letter for the axis it crosses. Okay, well, what is the y value? So the equation for that line is y is equal to 7. There's no arithmetic, there's no algebra for this question or this one. It's really just a comprehension question. Do you understand it? Okay. What is the equation of the line that passes through the point 3, 4 and has an undefined slope? Okay, undefined again is vertical. A vertical line is x is equal to some number. What's the x value? 3. So x is equal to 3. There you go. What is the equation line that passes through this point and has a slope of 0? That means it's horizontal. That means it only crosses the y-axis, so it's y is equal to some number. Well, what's the y value? So y is equal to -6, and you're done. Okay, that's it. Let me know what I can do for you guys. Have yourself a great one.